I squeeze.
It was so much fun.
I think, not that I'm not a feminist.
Highly recommend Divorce.
Hey guys, this is my Q&A. I collected some questions off of IG and thought I would put the answers here. If you have questions, you can drop them in the comments and I'll make another video. Ignore the dog barking. I can't control that. It's driving me insane. But yeah, so let's do this, huh? Hot takes related to food. I'd say peanut butter. I hate peanut butter. I like peanut sauce, Thai peanut sauce, but I hate peanut butter. I know it's like everybody's favorite. I absolutely hate it. I don't like it. I don't think it tastes good. I also hate pineapple on pizza, so sue me. Favorite smells. Oh, I like oud, I like rose, I like lavender, I like sandalwood, I like burning, the smell of like burning wood. I like a lot of different smells, all pretty like smoky or floral. That tends to be the way I go, or kind of woody. I also like the smell of, I'm like, is there anything in leather? I like tobacco-based perfumes too, but don't necessarily like the smell of cigarettes. Favorite hair routine and how it's evolved. I mean, you know, so I wear my hair straight or curly sometimes. This is my natural color though, or this is my natural state. But I have to say that, like, you can see my hair is a little damaged from bleach. So the curls are a little like frizzier and less taking to the curl. But basically, I get in the shower, I wash my hair, I put in conditioner, flip my head over, put in the conditioner, and then I squeeze, you know, rinse it out, squeeze out all the water, and then I put my curl cream, head down, and then when I'm kind of ready to be done, I put my head up, I kind of bump up here, just do. So then my, the volume comes back, and then I flip it over, and I usually air dry. If I want to use a diffuser, I keep my head down and then use the diffuser with my head down the entire time. This will come back, they'll come back. Just lots of hair masks, that's what I gotta do. Well, if you could change one thing about the adult industry, what would it be and why? I think it's still like just giving more opportunities to people who don't fit all the mainstream beauty standards. I think it's gotten way better, but I think there's still more to go. If you're curvy or tattooed or brown, you know, it's still like a little harder to get into stuff. So I would love to see more diversity. But it's changed. Did you get a nose job? Yes, I got a nose job in 2021. And yeah, I did that. If you would like any person that you would like to sub to again, and are you in it outside of film? So I'm a switch, and I'm mostly a top these days. I'm mostly dominant. I very rarely sub. I sub a little bit in my personal life, and then to certain people, I mean, just in general, even on camera, it's very few people. I'm very picky about it, and in general, don't love making that kind of content anymore. So I don't. That's why you do not see me subbing in very many scenes anymore. Does it feel like you've had a big career boost lately, and how does it feel if so? I mean, it's great. There definitely has been. You know, I moved back to LA. You know, I'm not going to pretend that surgery did not, like, you know, I got lipo, I got a BBL, and I got a nose job. I'm not going to pretend like that did not change the amount of work that I was offered. And I think also people realized that I made money on my own on OnlyFans, so that got me more work too. And living in LA, it changes. Everything is out here, so being like around and people seeing that you're available and all that kind of stuff also really helps. And then just even in making my own content, I think that's changed a lot too. Like, I have way more people to collab with, way more resources, or more photographers, more videographers. There's just like way more here than there was where I was living before. So that made a big change. Why is your Twitter down? Because I'm being punished. No real reason. I followed all the rules. And my new Twitter is now at Mommy Arabelle. Hopefully I'll get it back. But yeah, very sad. I cannot stop playing with my hair. I don't know what I'm doing. Last book I read, what is it called? Is it called The Stories That Make Us? The Stories That Make... Oh, okay. Strangers to Ourselves. That's my dog. Strangers to Ourselves, Unsettled Minds and the Stories That Make Us. That's what I just read. It was really good. It's by Rachel Aviv. It's a good book, and I'm reading a book called Maria right now, that's just a short story, very much centered on brujera, and like, it's good. It's fun to read some short stories. And yeah, that last book, The Unsettled Minds, is about kind of like mental illness and how like society treats it and how it kind of, you know, create our path for us. It's really interesting. Favorite black metal band? I don't listen to a ton of black metal. I mostly listen to sludge, doom, heavy, you know, like old school shit. Yeah, that's kind of sludge, doom, stoner shit. That's mostly what I listen to. Drone. But I really like Ornasi Pizzazu. I'm pretty sure they're Finnish. I can't remember. I actually discovered them fairly recently. And that's definitely been my favorite black metal that I've heard. If you're into metal, and if you like because they're kind of like psychedelic black metal, which is why I think I really enjoy it. What's your preferred way of grounding yourself? So there's a lot of different things. You know, for me, writing my journal, kind of talking things out with friends. I do like tap. It's called the tap solutions. Very silly, but it's basically just like a guided meditation where you just like actually just do these little taps when they tell you and whatever you're working on, and you do them like on your chin, on your head, and it kind of just like brings you back. I like those. I also like do and have been doing for like several years like psychedelic assisted therapy. So I've done things with psilocybin or ayahuasca or MDMA, where I've worked a lot on myself. And while it might not feel grounding in the moment, it feels really grounding after. No matter if it's a difficult trip or not, I always find something like there is some use to it. And that's been really life-changing for me. Best thing that makes you relax except the 402. I think they meant 420. I actually cut way down on my smoking in general. I smoke way less. So what makes me relax? Hanging out with my dog, walking him, listening to music, taking a shower, taking a bath, you know, getting a massage, doing like a kind of workout actually helps me relax in the end. Doing small things. I mean, like doing routine actually makes me feel like way more relaxed. So what if it's my skin routine, or like at night kind of winding down or whatever, or stretching, all these things kind of like help me relax. I'm trying to get better at like hygiene with my phone, as not looking at it right when I wake up and right when I go to sleep. I'm not amazing at it, but that's something I'm working on, and I think that will definitely help me relax more. Will you do any actual movies or horror movies? I make actual movies. What I make is still actual movies. If you're talking about mainstream non-adult stuff, I don't know. I was booked forever ago to be in this movie called Painted Black. They were offering very little money and changing the date on me so much that it made no sense at the time. So I dropped out. Yeah, it's not something I'm pursuing. It doesn't mean I'm opposed. Like if someone was like, hey, like we want to put you in this film, I would do it. I'm just also not gonna like go and audition and try to make it within like mainstream, if that makes sense. What's the worst food combo you thought would be good but ended up failing? I have no idea, honestly, off the top of my head. Yeah, don't know. I think I'm pretty good at figuring out what's going to be tasty and not. What motivates you day by day? Love the people I care about, my pets, honestly. It sounds stupid, but it's true. Like getting to spend time with them, taking care of them motivates me. You know, I'm unfortunately, like kind of sucked into hustle culture, so that motivates me, and kind of doing better and climbing and working and bringing my business up and up and up. That just motivates me. But I think like really it's just peace, finding peace and taking care of myself kind of motivates me. Hi. This little man. Hi, sweetie. It's my dog. I don't know, I feel like I'm on a quest in life in general, of like finding like inner peace and love and all that. And that kind of, in the end, motivates me to like keep going. Enlightenment, I guess. Favorite horror movie? Ooh, that's hard. Some of my favorites are The Witch, Rosemary's Baby, Midsommar, original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. The Tenant is not really a horror movie, but I'll throw that in there. Those are some favorites. Let the Right One In. I think those are some of my favorites off the top of my head. And then I really like, whatever. Also, I have to include like the Screams, like 1 to 3. They're so stupid, but I really enjoy them. How many celebrities did you turn down throughout your career? Let's count. So one I did actually hook up with, or two, but turned down. I've turned down five celebrities within my career. I'm not a groupie. That's fine. I actually have no hate for groupies, but they definitely will just like slide in the DMs and just expect 6. Sorry, I forgot one. And expect, me to want to sleep with them just because they're them and I do what I do. And honestly, that's not, I just don't care. So not so much. I say no a lot. I'm more of a no. I kind of get off on saying no. Does size matter? Not really. People think it matters way more than it does. There are people who are so small that it is hard to physically have with. And then that's, like, even that, like, you can have fun. Like, I've also, been in relationships and slept with trans men that didn't have penises. And I still had fun. So I'm going to say size doesn't matter. There's definitely like, okay, do I have a preference of like, okay, like, or not even a preference, an ideal maybe that exists? Yeah, but not necessary for me to have fun and have a good time. And the size does not make the lover. So I think people put too much emphasis on size. Personally, that's me. Do you only get with people you work with? No, I have a boyfriend. I hook up with him and then the people I work with. Favorite tattoo I have, my back piece. It is super painful. It took a really long time and I'm really glad I did it. What is your favorite kind of whale? I don't know a lot about whales, so I'm gonna say basic. I'm gonna say killer whale. Favorite thing about getting tattooed, or favorite tattoo. So I've said favorite tattoo. I like the end result. I do not enjoy getting tattooed, actually. I really dislike it. I think it hurts. So I don't enjoy the process. I don't really get like getting tattooed, but I like the end result. Obviously, I'm covered in tattoos. I have a lot. They're all over the place. Favorite sludge and doom albums. I can never remember the name of albums. I can name you bands. I love Corrupted. They're Japanese. They're great. I like Early Floor. I love like, I love The Body. The Body's great. Those are 3 favorites. Yeah, I think that is what I think. Corrupted is probably my favorite doom band. I will make a video of my record collection and what I'm into and what I like soon too. But yeah, which is the better movie, Alien or Aliens? I didn't see Aliens. I saw Alien. That was good. Did you go to uni? No, I guess I technically did a 1.5 years of college and then I dropped out. Do you believe in true love? I believe in love. I don't know what true love means, but do I believe in love? Yes. Yes, I've been in love. Favorite metal concert you attended? I saw Neurosis and Sleep play together, and that was so much fun, and I had such a good time. I also saw Boris. Oh wait, now I'm naming you a bunch of like, whatever, it's fine. I'm naming you all the, I forget. I'd say that Neurosis and Sleep show was the for metal. Yeah, it's my favorite metal show for sure. I've seen a lot. So I've seen For the metal, I've seen Acid King, I've seen I Hate God, I've seen Necra, I've seen like Brain Oil, I've seen, I mean, those are like small, they're also like Bay Area bands. Like I said, Neurosis, Electric Wizard, I've seen Candlemass, I've seen Motley Crue, I've seen Yob, probably more, but that's off the top of my head. I've gone to a lot of metal shows, so. Will you do a scene with Dread? Probably at some point. Big 3 astrology signs. I am a Pisces sun, Virgo rising, and a Scorpio moon. Controversial movie opinion. Hereditary was so-so. The Barbie movie was kind of dumb. Where are you currently? I live in Los Angeles. Est-ce que tu as déjà tourné une scène avec ou un rapport avec un fan? Si oui, comment c'était? Oui, j'ai fait une scène avec un fan. Je peux pas vendre ça comme ça, mais je l'ai. Ça va, tu vois, il a payé pour faire cette scène et on l'a fait. C'est pas quelque chose que je suis intéressée de faire encore. Et c'est tout. Nouvelle scène prévue pour quand? Je fais une nouvelle scène. Il y a une qui sort. Alors, j'ai 4 scènes par mois qui sortent. Nouvelle scène qui sort par mois. Alors, j'ai tout le temps des nouvelles scènes. What do you and your boyfriend like to do for fun? We cook a lot. We hike. We do nature things. We go to shows. Have sex. We like to eat psychedelics. We read to each other. We read like poetry and stuff. We've made some music together. Like I wrote lyrics for him. We're about to travel. Yeah. Played backgammon. Favorite relaxing pastime? We kind of did that. Top 5 bands. I don't have top 5s. I listen to so much stuff. I listen to so many different types of music. There's no way I can answer that. Most boring place I've ever been to. San Antonio is kind of boring. Not my most exciting place. Orem, Utah. How was your boxing training? I was boxing for 2 years. Actually took a break. I kept hurting my back. So I realized that obviously there's something wrong with how I'm doing things, and I need to build up that part first before I can continue boxing, or else I could just keep hurting myself. So we took a break, but I did really enjoy it, and I did it for 2 years. As an entertainer with a large social media presence, how do you deal with all the negativity? I take breaks. I've been doing this for 13 years, so I am like at this point know kind of how to respond and kind of distance myself from it. It doesn't hurt or affect me the same way that it used to, but there's times I'm human. And I just have to remind myself that like the people that are commenting do not know me, that their opinion of me doesn't really matter because they do not know me. And that, I think that's basically it. It's just like these are strangers commenting on me. And I know that like if people are being mean to me online, I put myself in their shoes and I'm like, okay, I would never talk to a stranger online, right? So I just kind of think about it. I'm like, okay, is this person like obviously like sad or depressed or angry or just bitter? Like I don't think someone that is doing great is going and spending their time talking to people online. So that's what I have to remember. And then that kind of like gets me, because I don't know, why spread hate? Why would you want to do that? You must not be in a good space. So that's how I deal with it. And if it really gets to me, I talk about it with friends or whatever and just kind of try to work it out. But weren't you married? I got divorced. Highly recommend divorce. How is mommy so smart and intelligent? I don't know. Favorite and least favorite tattoo. I'm covering most of my tattoos that I dislike. My favorite we talked about. This is one of them, I think. And it's not that I'm not a feminist, but like, do I need this tattooed to my foot? No. And I just think it looks like a big blot, and it's like not easy to remove. So that's Probably one of my least favorite ones. You know, I mean, if I could start over, I probably would just have gotten like 2 or 3 huge pieces. Huge. And like planned it out. But you know, that's not what I did. Do you read comics? Favorite ones? I used to read comics. I really enjoyed The Boys. I used to read Tank Girl in high school. Saga. I like Daniel Klaus stuff, like Ghost World, and like a lot of like graphic novels, like Persepolis. I like X-Men. I like old Frank Miller, like Batman. I like Batwoman, the like reboot that came out. It was very cool. There's definitely more. I'm super bad. We can do that one day. We can go over and look at my comic books. I got rid of a lot of them, but I still have some. Favorite co-star for best experience? I've had a lot of great co-stars, male co-stars. I've had a bunch of great stuff. Can you swim? Yes. Sunrise or sunsets? I like both. I rarely see the sun rise though, because I like to sleep. What popular historical figure would you have Uja board with anytime as far back as? I mean, he's not like really a historical figure, but I would love me some Leonard Cohen. I'm not gonna lie. What was the most recent thing that made you happy and excited? I'm going on vacation and I'm really excited. And besides that, I just had a Tori Lex come visit me and that was really exciting. It made me really happy because I missed her. Favorite nail polish for toes? I like a off-white or like a peachy white. Favorite dish? I like too many foods. Any great movies lately? No, I haven't actually. Legit, I haven't seen anything great lately. It's been a minute. What animal do you think would most judge us? I'm assuming. I mean, I think cats judge us all the time. If you weren't in the industry, what would you be doing? I don't know. I can't tell what would have happened. You know, I've been doing this for 13 years. I can't. It's just like not being able to tell the future. I can't tell what would have happened in an alternative reality. So, I have no idea. Do you like being a femdom domina? Yes. Answered, where do you see myself in 5 years? You know, just still working and saving me money and doing cool stuff, kind of the same things I've been doing, you know, but in my house and chilling. Favorite dessert that's your go-to no matter what? Key lime pies, cheesecakes. I love anything with caramel, tarts. I like pie. I'm not a big, so it's weird. I don't eat a lot of sweets, but I do like sweets. I just don't crave them. Creme brulee, panna cotta. I like a lot of them. 5 best movies I've ever seen. I can't tell you the top 5. Podan, Donkey Skin is one of my favorite movies of all time. I can say that. That's it though. Is having multiple partners and a lot of making people more happy based on your experience? I don't think that's what makes people happy. No. I think people are also everybody's really different. So no. For me, like having a lot of in general is nice because I enjoy it and it feels good and it's the way I show like love and affection and just horniness. But I don't know if that makes people happier. And I don't think everybody's interested in sex, so I couldn't make a comment like that. Have you always been naturally curvy or have you developed like a fine wine? I've always been curvy. You know, when I was a young teenager, I struggled with ED stuff. And so like I wasn't, you know, sometimes I was really underweight. So I wasn't as curvy, but I always had like hips and breasts for sure. What's something you'd like to try in the industry, whether it be in the industry or life? I'd like to go to Japan. And in the industry, I would like to have a showcase. I don't know if that'll ever happen, but that's something I would like to do. What is your workout routine besides the suffering that is working out? For me these days, I do Pilates, I hike, and I'm actually going to start, I was boxing a whole bunch. I'm about to start with a new trainer that's like a corrective trainer so I'm about to have a different kind of workout. We'll see where she goes. How old were you when you entered the industry? I was 20 years old when I first shot my first scene. And I was a nude model when I was like 19. So you think would win in a fight between a baboon and a badger? I don't know, man. What's the most ridiculous script you've been handed for a shoot? The first feature I ever did was a killer blow-up doll called Doppelganger for Burning Angel. It was ridiculous and really fun. When do you plan on retiring, getting married? Those don't have anything to do with each other. There are so many people. First of all, I was married. I was married for 10 years and still did my job. There are plenty of people who get married and still perform. So those are not things that go together necessarily. When do I plan on retiring? Also, like, that's like kind of rude. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm 34. I don't really think of retiring as like a thing I have to think about. Who were your idols growing up? The Spice Girls. Like the Spice Girls and Frank. And like bad girls in general. I was really into like, Marilyn Monroe and like Jane Russell and Audrey Hepburn, and I just like glamorous babes. So those were like, I guess, idols. At some points, like Gloria Simon, though now I have really mixed feelings about her. So there's a lot of like feminist like writers that I like when I was a kid really idolized, and as I've like gotten older and also entered the sex industry, I have there's like different schools of feminism, and like second wave is like very anti-sex work, and I don't really care for them now. So there are other schools like third wave and other like non-swarfy feminists. So how do you pass time where you are bored? I read, hang out with my dog, and look at stupid TikTok videos. Why are you so obsessed with tattoos? I don't know. I just like them, I guess. Do you like African American soul food? I do like soul food. Soul food is delicious. Do you like Mexican food? Yes. Are you into Halloween and favorite fun fall activities? I love Halloween. I think it's really fun. I like dressing up like an idiot. I like going to hopefully this year I'll do something interesting. Last year was kind of boring. But I like it. I like dressing up. I like Halloween movies. Favorite fun fall activities? Honestly, just like, I don't know if I have like fall activities. Sometimes I carve pumpkins and that's fun. But that's about it. I don't really know if I have fall activities. What was the first concert and last concert you attended? I do not know what the first concert I attended. I mean, I guess it was a small, okay, no, I do. It was a small show. It was like some like shitty ska band. I was 12. I don't remember. Last concert I attended was Acid King. Have you thought about writing your own book about your experience in the industry? I've thought about writing memoirs. It wouldn't actually be just focused on the industry. My life's been like way more interesting, like outside as well, or not way more interesting, but like I am not just that. I am a full like human with different kinds of experiences outside of adult. And so if I were to write about my life, I would write about my life and not just the industry. Have you ever been with an Asian guy? Yes, many. How did you get into this field, and how did you develop your style or niche? I mean, I don't know what my niche would be necessarily. I mean, I think I fall into a couple. Sorry, guys. Ooh, she's tired today. I was a nude model. I was just interested, and then I just became more and more curious about trying more risque stuff, so I just did it. It's pretty simple. It's not that exciting. And I signed up and did it. Best day in your childhood? I have no idea. I had a lot of fun. Probably being stupid with my sisters. I had a lot of fun being silly with my sisters. I also remember going back to France when I was like in the 5th grade and just like having the best time. Advice for ugly guys. I'm feeling down. That your looks aren't, well, first of all, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. Not everybody thinks you're ugly. Even if you think you're ugly, there's someone in the world that thinks you're hot. Second, looks aren't everything. I know that sounds very funny coming from me, but like that's not the first thing I look at. Like I can't like think you're completely hideous, but there are very few people that I think are like hideous. I don't know. If you're like sweet and funny and intelligent and all the other things, like that makes you attractive. Like you can be crazy physically hot and a complete idiot, and then you're no longer hot to me. And you can be like so, and then you have the best personality, and then I think you're really hot. So looks aren't everything, and there's something for everyone. So don't feel down. What's the last YouTube video you watched? I don't know. I don't watch a lot of, I watch a lot of like music videos on YouTube. That's what I use YouTube for. What was your favorite comedy movie? And what was your favorite horror movie? We answered the horror. Comedy, oh, there's too many good ones. I love, like, But I'm a Cheerleader, Drop Dead Gorgeous. I love Best in Show. I like a lot of stuff. Have you ever visited the Maldives? I have not. Thoughts on metalcore? I don't know a lot of metalcore bands, so I'm not the best person. I don't like a lot of it. So I would say I'm not super into metalcore, though I'm not opposed. And if you guys suggest like ones, if you've heard what I'm into, you think I would like it, drop it. I'm curious. Thank you for doing this with me. And just a reminder, if you have questions, drop them in the comments and I'll do another one of these. Bye.